Good evening, everyone. This is Henry Gambell with SimplerOptions.com, and in tonight's free videos, I wanted to bring you just a couple of basic stock picks and show you a signal that I think we're all probably familiar with if you watch a lot of these videos, and just a slightly different way of aggregating it. So if you followed John's work for any amount of time, you are probably familiar with the squeeze. It is built into Thinkorswim, and it tends to provide some pretty good signals. Now, looking at them on the 2-day aggregation is something that may or may not be new to you, but it just helps you think in a little bit bigger terms. It's not quite as broad as a weekly squeeze, but it offers a bigger picture view than just the daily, and I think that we've got some really interesting signals coming up here in a couple of these names. So two that I wanted to bring to your attention, one of which is Workday, and I spent a little time trying to get through 200. It failed on it initially back here in March, but then held the pullback relatively well, and now we're working here up above 200, and I think that this has the potential to see a bid and continue to move higher into their earnings. So keep that in mind, and then look at PANW in the same way. So this saw some good volume coming into today's close, and as you start to pierce up through this 618 retracement, it's the same idea. Failed here first, failed the second time, and then the idea that there's no such thing as a triple top, and then we go with it on that third instance on the back of a very similar signal. So I think that those are both worth keeping in mind with the same signal, the same basic concept of looking for outperforming names in a strong market and buying them into, but not necessarily through, their earnings reports. I think will offer some great opportunity. Then one last one, and I don't know if this one has a 2-day squeeze or if it's just the daily, but Iridium is a slightly smaller stock that I've been watching. It's come up in the chat room several times, and this became interesting to me. I've actually covered it in these free videos back here where you had the weekly that was just starting back here around $10. This is the company that is launching that Iridium Next satellite installation for global networking. I've watched it a couple of times through SpaceX is where I came across it as they were launching their satellites into space. Anyway, it's just a fascinating industry to me, and all opinions aside, you can see what these squeezes have done in the past that really helped push it up into higher prices off of the weekly charts and then coming back to the daily. Just another area where price is being compressed, and this is going to eventually be repriced. I think it gets repriced up into 31, 32, and is something that I'll be pursuing over the next couple of weeks. So I hope that's helpful. Y'all have a great weekend, and we'll see you at the next free video.